everyone, this is Shokora Zouheikyoku aka chocomint, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Teachers with Love and Passion. In the last playthrough, we have finished all the normal routes, the official routes that we could see on the game page. And then we have next the secret route, in which I hope nothing bad is going to happen. Yes, hopefully nothing bad is going to happen. Oh no. Anyway, let's start the journey, the ride, and the danger, I guess. Let's go. Darkness and silence. My body feels heavy. My head is spinning, and my eyes are so shut. I can't move or look around, but I know I'm awake. Where am I? I whisper inside my head. Consciousness wanders between reality and a dream. No one to answer me, not even a thought. However, I know I am not alone here. In this outburst where I float, I hear someone humming a song. It is peaceful, rhythmic, and luring, something that would easily lure my body into a deeper sleep. And yet, my heart is frightened to hear it. I wonder if this is the section of bad endings where she got kidnapped. That would be really bad, actually. The comforting darkness is squeezing me, suffocating me, trying to push me away into the surface. I try to move, but my body doesn't follow it. I want to know where I am, but I don't want to go there. Suddenly, a strong, burning light hits my face, forcing my eyes to open. Oh no. The clear lights and misshapen silhouettes are all I see. There's too much information for my mind to make out at first. I tried to blink a few times, but that only seems to increase the blur in my eyes. Huh? Question mark? Slowly, I hear a faraway voice saying words I don't understand. For a moment, I wonder if the sound is coming from inside my head. Still groggy, I turn my head to the side. I never knew such a simple move could hurt so much. I am to with you? The words keep coming. It's loud and unstable, urging me to say something back. Now I see a blurry silhouette of someone standing in front of me. Someone is calling for me. Someone I know. The more the voice speaks, the more my brain tries to understand it, and the more it hurts me. This is exhausting. I feel like a frustrated child trying to fit a square inside a circle. Question mark? I want to tell them to shut up, but every time I try to open my mouth, I feel nauseous. In an attempt to calm down, I close my eyes and inhale deeply. Fine? My name is the first word that makes sense to me. It should be enough to make me feel relieved. After all, I'm with someone who knows me. Then why is my body shaking? Miss Fine? Something clicks inside of me. Now I am sure I know this person too. Ignoring the sharp pain in my head, I shake it, looking up and forcing my eyes to focus. It takes a few seconds, but finally, I see his face. Eric? Ah, hello, Miss Fine. You are back. Eric, is it really you? Oh God, what is going on? Did I... Pushing my body back, I tried to raise a hand to touch my head and check if I had hit it. That's when I realized I couldn't move at all. Confused, I look down. What I see is enough to freeze my heart to death. I'm sitting on a metal chair with my hands and legs strongly tied to it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how to react to that. Move. My stomach turns upside down. My vision blurs a bit. I hesitantly looked up, searching for answers. I hope there's no romance from this. I do hope there's no romance from this. The best we get is like Hannah trying to escape, and successfully. No romance, please. If there's romance, it's like a Stockholm syndrome situation. I mean, Eric is cute, but I'm not that crazy. If I use my common sense, that is. If I don't use my common sense, then anyone interested in a yandere guy might be really happy. I mean, I like yandere sometimes, but the situation is not good for Hannah right now. Eric is standing in front of me with a smile. Behind him is an empty, humid basement. Quickly, the place feels too clumped, too dark, and too scary. My breathing goes out of control, searching for air as terror seizes hold of my heart. I was wondering what kind of face you would make when you noticed it. As always, you never disappoint me. He speaks as calmly as if we are on a casual date, talking and drinking afternoon tea. Why am I the only one hyperventilating? Am I the only one seeing this gloomy room? For a moment, I wonder if I'm dreaming, but then the memories from moments ago come back to me. I was alone in the street when someone grabbed me from behind. They told me something I don't remember before knocking me off. It's all fuzzy in my head, but the agonizing feeling of falling into a trap with no one to call for help is still clear in my body. Quickly, my eyes scan the room in an attempt to search for a way out. I see a small window in the corner. The darkness outside tells me not much time has passed. I force my vision a little more, but there is nothing to find. Not right now, at least. Swallowing down the fear, I try my best to form a sentence without screaming. Where am I? You are home. Shivers rise all over my body, hearing his smiling voice say something insane. It seems that the dating sim, the dating scenario had turned into a horror game. Kinda. And I still can't believe it. I have been planning for so long, and now you are finally here. Planning? What do you mean? He doesn't answer it with words, but a smile that sends a chill crawling under my skin. Frightened, I suck for air, letting a shaky stream swirl around my following words. Who the F are you? Holding that disgusted smile, he takes a step closer. I am the only one who knows you. He whispers the words as if scared someone could hear them and wake us from the dream. I know your past. Bending over, he closes the distance between our faces, his eyes staring into mine as if he could swallow me. And I know your fears. My eyes fill with tears. I can't blink and I can't breathe. Stop it. This is not funny. It's not supposed to be. I'm not telling you a joke. I'm telling the truth. A jolt of reality hits me. I quickly realize if I don't fight him, something worse will happen to me. Instinctively, my hands struggle behind my back, searching for a way to untie the rope. Take it easy, Miss Fawn. Your body is now fully recovered. I don't want you to get hurt. Yeah, sure. His last words make me stop. I look into his eyes, expecting to find at least a hint of sarcasm. How contradictory it is to hear such a thing coming from the person who just kidnapped me. To make my chest hurt deeper, he smiles with innocent joy. Is he sadist or is he just insane? You are safe here. Safe? How can you say that? You effing kidnapped me. But I... No, there is no way you can explain it to me. Eric stops on his feet, shocked to hear me screaming. The smile vanishes. The light in his eyes is gone. I know I should have held my tongue, but I snapped. How am I supposed to be calm now? I have been waiting for too long, and I don't want you to treat me like that now. Without warning, he grabs the chair, pulling me close. I don't know if he did it to scare me, to show strength, or for no reason at all. All I know is the scream echoing in my throat as I turn my face away. I have had enough of it. He doesn't touch me, yet my body is shaking as I feel his breath hitting my face. My heart is beating so loud I fear it is going to explode. I want to cry, but I stay strong. Suddenly he smiles, loosening his grip on the seat. But I understand you are tired and confused right now. You need some rest. I turn my face, watching him taking a step back with the same smile he shows off at work. We will have enough time to talk about it. He turns his back to me, checking the floor before heading to the stairs. It takes me a few seconds to realize he is about to leave me locked in the dark. What? No, wait! I will be back tomorrow. He turns one last time to look at me. The smile on his face is different. Somehow I feel like he's doing this to punish me. Good night. The lights are off. I'm left alone in silence. Yeah, this is a really bad situation. There's a lot of type of yandere, but this kind of yandere, which I really don't like. Actually, it's best that there's no yandere in the first place. Of course, it's barely fine in games and such because it's fiction, so it's fine. But dangerous in real life. So if something happened like this, try to escape and try to find help, like call the police or something, because this is concerning. My body feels sluggish. My head is killing me. It takes around 10 seconds for my brain to process all the pain. In an animalistic rage, I scream, shout, struggling against my own body to be free. Help! Somebody, help me! Tears run down my face as I hurt my body trying to save myself. I will keep injuring myself and shouting until I can't take it anymore. I will keep fighting it, but I will not accept his decision as he wishes me to. After all, that's all I can do for now. As expected, I didn't sleep at all, but it doesn't mean my head is completely awake. Once the shock was over, I started to think properly about what to do and how to find a way out of here. This is obviously a basement. Down here, I see shelves, chains, and a washing machine. There are lots of knickknacks, but nothing that seems useful to me. The thing that bothers me most is this old mattress in the corner. Why did he leave it here? Did he truly expect me to accept his proposal of living down here? Or maybe he has done this before to other people. The thought is enough to turn the empty hole in my stomach. Shaking my head to avoid thinking about terrifying things, I look around one more time. The small window isn't large enough for me to crawl through it. And looking more carefully at it now, I think I'll only be able to reach it by standing on the chair. My only functional option is that door on the top of the stairs. But even if I run there, I'll still need to face Eric. Thinking about it reminds me of his annoyed face last night and how easily he pulled the chair with me. He is not weak, and he may be insane enough to kill me if I try to escape. Taking a deep breath, I close my eyes for a moment. I'm tired, my arms are killing me, and I'm sure my wrists are brushed from all the brushed from all the struggle. How did my life turn into a nightmare in a single night? My body turns stiff at the sound of the door unlocking. I hear footsteps coming down the stairs. It is slow and paced to raise my anxiety to my limit. He comes closer, standing before me with that damn smiley face like last night. Good morning, Miss Vine. Did you sleep well? I thought I no longer had the strength to fight after all the struggling last night. However, looking at his face now makes me realize my hatred is stronger, and it might help me move again. What's wrong? You don't look happy. I'm tired, nauseous, and angry. All this time, I have seen him like a young boy working on his first job and trying his best to please everyone. I always brushed it off when the teachers told me he was too nice and clingy toward me. I think I was trying to believe I could be a good example for him because I wanted to be important to someone. Now I see I made a mistake. I should have tried to learn more about him before taking action. It must have been awful to sleep here. I'm really sorry. I wanted to make it more comfortable for you, but I had no choice. You were so agitated last night, I was worried you would try to escape. When he says it shows me he is very aware of his acts. He knows he is doing something wrong, otherwise he wouldn't be so worried. I will keep you like this a little more, okay? At least until you are ready to cooperate with me. Now he is talking softly again in an attempt to make me feel better. He wants me to forget the short-tempered, violent Eric living under all the smiles. All because he wants me to like him back. I promise I'll take good care of you. I will make meals for us, and I will keep you company every day. We are going to have a good life together. Actually, you could do it other ways. Like maybe if it doesn't work, then find someone else to try that on. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. I mean, in the situation that she actually held feelings back, then this won't happen. Maybe in the future they get married and they'll do this instead of kidnapping her and stuff. But anyway, there's nothing we can say about what ifs and such. So hearing the excited way he talks about such absurd things makes my stomach churn. It's almost like he's seeing something completely different from me. I am feeling anxious again. I don't know how to convince him to let me go if he doesn't see the problem the same I do. Taking a deep breath to ignore his jolly speeches, I try to focus on what is important. Why are you doing this? What do you want from me? He looks at me like I just asked the most terrible question. For a moment, he doesn't say anything. It feels like he is expecting me to say I'm joking. You really don't remember me, do you? No. This makes me sad. When I saw you in the teacher's lounge on my first day, I thought it would take some time for you to remember. But you really forgot me. He talks with a smile, but his voice is sad and lonely. I search my mind for his face, but nothing and no one appears. He is no one but Thomas' assistant to me. Noticing my prolonged silence and confused gaze, Eric signs, looking around. I said I met you at the campus, but to be honest, that wasn't the first time you saw me. It was 7 years ago. My face immediately changes from a serious, even uneasy expression to one of wide eyes and parted lips. I could expect anything but that. 7 years ago was before college and thinking about being a teacher. In a single second, so many things go through my head that I get lost in time. I used to work in a store, you know. A terrible place. Ignoring my emotions, Eric starts to tell a horror tale that I don't want to hear. I was having a awful day like always when you came in. You were so pretty, everyone was looking at you. But not me. To be honest, it got on my nerves when I saw that smile of yours. I really wanted to ruin your day back then. I mean, how dare someone show up in front of me with so much joy while I'm in pain? Why, you're some nasty guy. Eric, your personality is nasty. The only good part of you right now is your face. I was placing some bottles on the shelf when you came closer. I was planning to throw something at you, but karma came after me. I stumbled and fell. The bottles came down on me one after another. Oh wow, Hannah is so pretty though. On the flip side, Hannah is so pretty. Wowie. Excuse me. Yeah, Hannah is very pretty. It was a mess. My boss had already yelled at me that day, and I didn't want him to do it again. God, I was so scared, and it was all your fault. But then you kneeled on my side and asked if I was hurt. It was strange. When my boss reached us, he was already breathing fire. I knew he was going to hurt me badly this time. But it didn't happen. You stood there, and you said it was your fault and you would pay for it. That kindness, it was the first time I saw it. The first time someone showed it to me. Oh my god, just because of someone's kindness that you became a yandere for them? Anything can trigger someone to become a yandere if they have that in their blood or in their mind, have that kind of mindset. I don't know, but well, we'll see, Hannah. We'll see. I felt terrible, but also so good. Wishing to understand it, I pay attention to his every word. I remember a store, a place I used to shop when I lived in another area. It was a small place, and the owner wasn't nice. But as much as I want to, I can't remember anything related to Eric. However, I also can't imagine he's making up such a story. At least, not after hearing his words drenched in so many feelings. You came around a few more times. It was the most fun part of my day. Then one day, I decided to ask you out. His confession drew my attention back to his face quickly. I still don't know what he is talking about, but that made me remember something else. 7 years ago, I wasn't living alone. The same day you came over with your boyfriend. Bro, she had a boyfriend. She had a boyfriend. What are you doing? Oh no. What the heck are you doing? That wasn't fair, right? That guy was stealing what was mine. So I started following you around. Bro. What? Yeah, I thought it was a bit too much too. But then I found out I was right. He didn't reserve you, and yet you couldn't see it. Wait a minute. So I made you see. My voice cracks as memories start to come up behind my eyes. One after another, the dots are connecting. Something inside me was scared to hear the story from the beginning, and now I know why. Remember when you found a poison bottle in his bag? He told you he didn't know what was that, right? My heart tightens in my chest, and the wounds I thought I had dried out start to open again, overflowing with agonizing feelings. What about the threatening text you received? Stop. Oh, when you found your dog dead? Stop, I don't want to hear it. My hands flew on the chair in a failed attempt to cover my ears. My body bends forward in an attempt to shrink and hide. Suddenly, I find myself sitting in my old living room shouting, and I point the finger at my boyfriend as I beg him to get out of my life. I can hear it again, his yell, trying to hold me down to make me believe him. A night that lasted for days until I finally managed to get rid of him and the relationship that I thought was going to kill me. I remember it clearly, the most painful moment of my life that I tried so hard to forget. All these years, I thought he was trying to confuse me with his lies. All this time, I had to believe in lies from someone else. I feel like throwing up just thinking about the terrible things that happened between us. Yeah, you should be in somewhere. That's a whole bunch of crimes there. You thought it was him, but I did that because I wanted you to understand he wasn't good for you. Eric's voice makes me look up once more. The reason why I can't believe anyone and am so afraid to trust myself is right in front of me. You ruined my life. After that, I was never okay going out again. I know, just like I wanted. F you, Eric. What? If you didn't leave your house, you wouldn't meet people. So you wouldn't fall in love with some useless man, and you would never be hurt. Because I would keep you safe. Dang. Looking at him now, I know I'm in deeper danger than I thought. But then Christy came in, took you out and brought back that smile to your face. He spits out the words, holding back from letting his violent side of him show. His eyes find me, and suddenly his expression changes to a pleading look. I didn't plan to attack you like this, but you gave me no choice. His voice is bleeding, and his body is bleeding. Everything about him is begging me like a low-life creature. At least now I can confess my feelings to you. Bro. And live the life I always dreamt about. No. Showing sympathy for something he doesn't care to understand. He tilts his head to the side with a childlike smile. It's a lot to take, right? It's okay. As long as you stay here, I don't mind waiting. He really expects me to understand and accept the same utopia he created in his mind. I want to spit in his face and make him feel the same anger I'm feeling right now. But now I need to go to work. Suddenly, those words woke me up from my hatred chains. As much as I'm overflowing with pain and grudge, I still need to keep my head straight. Eric is my only connection to the outside world right now. I need to use this to my advantage. Panicking, I think of what to say as I watch him turn towards the stairs. Suddenly, a drop of darkness from the open wounds in my chest reminds me of something that can help me now. Oh, wait!
Yes, what is it?
Might drop in by my house? If I'm going to stay here, then at least bring some of my stuff to make me feel at home.
Yes, what do you need?
My blanket and a book.
A book? But you won't be able to read, Miss Fine. I'm still not ready to untie you.
You can read it to me.
What book?
It's called After Dawn. You will find it on a desk in my room.
Okay, I will drop by your place after work. Oh, Hannah! Do you have a plan, Hannah? Now I really need to go. I don't want Mr. Kleiman to be worried about me.
It hurts to hear my voice speaking gently to him now. It hurts in my chest, in my stomach, in my stained memories. But what other option do I have if I want to leave?
See you later, Miss Fine.
He turns happily, going his way out of my sight and leaving me alone again. A book, nothing suspicious about that, but enough reason to save me. Christy gave me the book when I told her about the bad things that happened in my last relationship. It's actually a journal we shared. Every day we would write things together, but only the good things. No one ever saw this book but us. If this book goes missing now, she would know something happened to me again. That book saved me once, and it will save me again. Christy, please, I need your help. Closing my eyes, I pray, allowing all the feelings to overflow through the tears in my eyes.
Oh, thank goodness she has something, a plan. Hopefully it works.
In the lounge, 3 men are sitting silently around the table. One man stares intensely at the wooden surface, watching his faded reflection look back at him. In his eyes, a bitter sadness blurs his thoughts when he feels his heart aching for feelings he didn't dare to face. Another man looks down at his nervous hands in front of him. In his mind, he recalls himself running down the hallways, leaving a confused young woman behind. A scene from days ago, and he can't stop imagining what would have happened if he had stayed and be honest with her. The third man sighs heavily, looking out the window. Guilt consumes him whenever he remembers the day he gave up going to the library. Edgar, Leonard, and Lawrence, 3 different people think the same thoughts. Silence grows in the room, squeezing them into the seats and pushing something painful down their throat.
I smell a harem brow here. I smell a harem brow here. I'm not sure, because it sounds like we are trying to go on 3 rap at the same time, but it's kind of different too. So, the voices burst the silence in a single synchrony, but it also makes them bite their tongues in fright. It takes some time for the situation to make sense in their heads and make it clear they have been thinking about the same thing. Does anyone know what is happening with Hannah? Biting back his words and swallowing hard, Leonard is the first to step up and speak. The eyes around stare at him with enough guilt, needing no spoken answer. So you haven't been talking to her too?
Yeah.
It's been 3 days since the last time she came to work. I'm kind of worried.
Edgar hears him say that and almost automatically lowers his head, trying to escape the guilt haunting him.
I think it's my fault. What? Leonard digs his nails into his sweaty palms. His heart races, seeing the surprised gaze staring in his direction. This was what he expected, and yet, it didn't make it easier to face it. His thoughts are tangling with his feelings. Part of him begs him not to say anything and save himself, but the other part is crying for help. Taking a deep breath, he turns to them as seriously as he can. He started it, so now he has no choice but to finish it. A few days before she stopped coming to work, she found out about my secret. She asked me about it and I lied to her. He clasps his hands together, looking down with teary eyes. I think I hurt her feelings.
What? Wait. What do you mean you hurt her feelings? I did that before you.
Eh?
Yeah, I turned my back on her when she was standing for me the most. All because I was afraid of my feelings.
What was supposed to be a plea for help turned into a confession section.
Oh, oh my.
For a long time, the three said nothing. Their gazes jumped from one to another, seeking the culprit in this plot twist. So, do you think we...
No.
Lawrence breaks the cycle of suspicion, leaving no room for questioning. Hannah is not the type to be put off by rudeness or miscommunication. If that was the case, she wouldn't have spent so much time with me. Love that mixed with another feeling becomes complex and, in the worst case, vicious. Something all sinful hearts are always seeking. Edgar and Leonard exchanged confused glances. They didn't know if they had understood correctly, but they didn't have the heart to ask if Lawrence felt the same way about her. Clearing his throat, Edgar rests his hands on the table, preparing to speak his mind.
So, are you saying all of us drag her down just because we are a bunch of losers?
Yes, but I don't think that would be enough reason for her to skip work. We are talking about a responsible, hardworking woman, not Leonard.
Oh my god! No, Mr. Lawrence! Don't do that! That's mean!
Eh?
He is right. You never come to work when you are sad, Leo.
Oh no. Leonard thinks about refuting it, but he gives up when he hears Edgar agreeing with the other man. Deep down, he knows they were right. Even if she was mad, she would be here to tell us that. No matter how terrible she felt, she would always come back here and make it better. Make us better.
Oh, you're blushing.
Lawrence speaks slowly, slightly enraged to hear the two making light of the matter. His hands tighten the grip on the table, but this time he's annoyed at himself. At least, that's what I know about her. Slowly, his expression loses its strength. The deep and angry look becomes fragile and sad. Leonard casts his eyes down like a sad puppy who doesn't know what to do. So, what is going on? The door opened abruptly, answering his question loudly. All three turned their heads to find a blonde girl at the entrance. Oh hey, I was looking for you all. They give friendly expressions to hide their earlier conversation. They greet the girl amicably.
What's up?
Hannah didn't show up to work again today, so I was wondering if you knew anything.
What?
Yes, I've been working a lot. Thanks to that, we haven't been seeing each other much lately. So I thought she would have said something to you. Leonard and Edgar shared the same astonishment in their wide open mouth while Lawrence tries to connect their earlier doubts to this new information. So even you don't know the reason. What do you mean? Christy asked, not understanding the weight of her words. When she finally realized there are no answers, her heart nearly leaps out of her chest. Guys, what happened to my girl?
We don't know, to be honest. We were just talking about it now.
Christy thought about yelling and accusing them. However, she decided to hold her tongue. Those men's eyes are full of doubt and concern. She knows they could never hurt that girl. Taking a deep breath, she walks closer, trying to swallow down her frustration for not having an answer. Maybe she is sick.
Yeah, it could be.
Leonard suggested, but not even his voice believes his words. The four confused people look at the table, keeping the most disturbing possibilities in their minds. Finally, someone stands up, grunting with no more patience left. Enough of assumptions. Let's check it with Thomas. No one disagrees or says anything back. They have had enough too. Quickly, everyone stands up, following Lawrence and marching out of the room. The group quickly arrived at the reception, taking over the entire counter with their presence. The girls at the computers looked up from the screen, puzzled by the visit. A few students nearby turned their curious gaze, saying nothing. That should be a good point to pause in our playthrough today. So we started off the secret route with Hannah being kidnapped, and we know about the kind of reason why Eric kidnapped her and when they had met before, and in which we found out that Eric is definitely a yandere, a really delusional man whose common sense is not here. So that's the kind of yandere that takes action, like kind of direct action, and has a nasty personality, a really nasty personality. I mean, there's a lot of types of yandere with different personality, but I especially don't like his personality right now. As I said before, the only redeeming quality of his is his face, and I value personality more than face. So anyway, it seems that the other found out everything is kind of problematic. Hannah is definitely missing, and she had a plan, and hopefully that the other guys will be able to find out the missing book in her house, and then she'll get saved. Yes, she'll get saved. Eric got arrested. Yes. Anyway, that's all for our playthrough today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next playthrough of Teachers with Love and Passion. Bye bye!